Hey everyone, welcome back to 996 The Howl. It is the finale of the tier list. It's a gauntlet bracket to see who is the greatest Coyote in the past decade. Took all the S and A tiers in the rankings for each position from my previous videos, and let's do this bracket. I believe the S tier's got to bye to the next round, and then the A tier's got to battle it out. First, we got, two depth fourth liners, Boyd Gordon versus Jordan Martinook. Boyd Gordon, penalty killing, shot blocking machine. Martinook, fan favorite, depth guy, unceremoniously left. Would have liked him to stay on the team longer. Now he's a fan favorite in Carolina, but I will still give it to Jordan Martinook. Then we go to Paul Bissonnette versus Kevin Connaughton. That's hilarious. Oh, wow. That's tough. Paul Bissonnette scored his first NHL goal with the Coyotes against Carey Price. Kevin Connaughton, a big meme around the team. I'll go Biz Nasty. I can't believe he's actually winning a bracket there. Goligoski versus Bukestad. Okay. I think I'll go Goligoski. I think him and Chychrun did really well together. I'm sure Bukestad moving forward will become a cemented Coyotes regular. We just had about, 60 games with him. So we've had years with Goligoski. I'll give it to Goligoski for now, but I'm sure in the future, Bukestad would be better. Hinestroza versus Gostisbehere. Well, these are very interesting. I think I'm going with, past more than recency here. I liked Hinestroza better. Just going with gut here. Then Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere was great as well. That's a tough one. God damn. Vejmelka versus Fisher. I'll go with Fisher here. Fisher. Sad to see him go. Grabner versus Antti Ranta. Okay, you know what? Completely different players. Obviously, got a short-handed speedster, straight line speed, one of the best in the leagues in his era. Versus Antti Ranta, an uncharacteristically unorthodox goalie, hybrid of a butterfly stand-up goalie. I'll go with Ranta. When he was healthy, he was amazing. Valimaki or Stepan. Go with Stepan here, but his career just nosedived with the Coyotes. Oh, wow. Brad Richardson versus Michelli. Tough one. Richardson did score the goal in the bubble to eliminate the Predators. Michelli, an excellent playmaker. Some of his passes make me jump out of my seat. Incredible to watch him play. Very entertaining. I'll go with Michelli here. I do like Richardson as well. Dubnyk versus Taylor Hall. Both very short-lived Coyote tenures. I'll go with Taylor Hall. Definitely a wrong place at the wrong time for him. But, he definitely showed that he was an elite NHLer on the Coyotes. Anthony Duclair, Derek Morris. Go with Duclair. The double Ds. Moser versus Hayden. Moser underwhelmed me. He did underwhelm me last season. I've said that numerous times, but he is becoming one of my favorite defensemen. Just wish he would be more an offensive defense, have more offensive prowess, I think. But if he ends up just being a great defensive defenseman in his career, that's fine too. Barrett Hayden, I loved what he did last season. I'm always rooting for him. I'll go with Hayden there. McBain versus Lyubushkin, go with McBain. I love that he's fighting out of college. Had a great year last year. Hopefully the contract negotiations didn't sour his relationship with the Coyotes. Michael Stone, Alex Tanguay. Oh, that's easy. Easy. Josh Brown versus Garland. I love that Brown fights a lot, and most of the time he wins the fights, but you cannot deny Connor Garland's one of the best Coyotes we've had in the past decade. Then Chychrun versus Toby Reeder. I'll go with Reeder here. And then we'll start back up at the top for the next round. Jesus. Kemper versus Martinook. Kemper, one of the best goalies the Coyotes have ever had. Schmaltz and Hjalmarsson. Gonna go with Nick Schmaltz. Hjalmarsson, one of the best defensive defensemen we've had in the past decade. Vermette versus Paul Bissonnette. That rhymes. Biznasty. Too much airtime for you. Goligoski versus Keller. Okay. That's a no-brainer. Yandel versus Hinestroza. Wow. Go with Yandel here. Both of them should have stayed on the Coyotes longer. Fisher or Verbata. I'll go with Fisher. Just for off ice. Obviously, if it was on ice, it would be Verbata. Shane Doan versus Antti Ranta. Come on, man. Come on. Stepan versus McCulloch. I'll give to Stepan. Why? I don't know. Maybe just wearing this jersey have more fondness for Stepan than Zbigniew McCulloch. Mike Smith or Michelli? Wow. You got to go Mike Smith here. I'm sure in a couple years, Michelli would be the obvious choice. Taylor Hall or Max Domi? He's my favorite player. Can't do it. Taylor Hall is eliminated. Poor guy. Dvorak or Duclair? I love Dvorak way more than Duclair. Defensive centerman. Reliable. Not sure what happened in his time with Montreal, but hopefully he gets it back together. Hayden or OEL? Oh, wow. I mean, the later years with OEL were bad. Very disappointed in him. How he was a captain, how he played. Wasn't really captain material. Hayden, I like Hayden more, I'm sorry. Chychrun or McBain? Chychrun. Gotta go with Chychrun. Tanguay or Marty Hansel? I loved Tanguay, but honestly it was 13 games, so we'll go to Marty Hansel. Krause or Garland? Wow. Oh, this should be like the semifinal. I'm going with Garland. Yeah, just the Energizer Bunny, the motor spirit. Honestly, this could go either way. I could see a lot of arguments for Krause as well. And then Reeder or Wedgwood. Weren't they traded for each other? We traded Reeder and Wedgwood for Kemper, so no, they weren't. Go with Reeder. I liked Reeder. Speedster. I don't know. His NHL career just ended after the Coyotes. This bracket's way too long. Okay. This is the third round. Kemper or Schmaltz. Oh, these are getting tough now. I'll go with Kemper again. The best in his position, where Schmaltz, obviously Keller is better than Schmaltz in his position. I would say Garland I like better than Schmaltz as well in his position. Vermette or Keller? Wow. Going with Keller here. Pretty much maybe the new Vermette, but Vermette was a centerman. Yandel or Fisher? Go with Yandel here. Loved his time with the Coyotes. Doan or... Oh, so easy. Thank God. Doan. Go with Doan. Donor. Wow. So I literally just said in the Kemper versus Schmaltz one that Kemper was the best in his position. Then we have Smith, who is, again, one of the best in his position next to Domi, who we've had better wingers, but is my favorite player. But I cannot deny Mike Smith is like the best goaltender we've had next to Kemper. Go with Mike Smith there. Dvorak or Hayden. There, two centermen here. Going with Dvorak here finally. Hayden maybe for some people stayed in this bracket too long. Chychrun or Hansel. Chychrun's getting the easy ones. Garland or Reeder. Yeah, obviously. Okay. It's been tough, but it should be getting tougher. Exactly. Kemper or Keller. Who would you go with? Going with Keller here. Gotta do it. So Keller's reaching the semifinals, I guess. Yandel or Doan. It's fitting how they're both within the same era, and I think Doan would win out over Yandel. So I think we got Doan and Keller. Oh my God. Mike Smith or Dvorak. Smith here. Chychrun or Garland. Wow. So Chychrun tried to drag the team kicking and screaming in the shortened 21 season, led the league in goals for defensemen in the shortened 21 season. Garland, can't say enough good things about him. I think a really, really good player. Could have been just one of the best third-line wingers if he stayed on the Coyotes. Obviously, there is better top six players in the NHL and moving forward with the Coyotes and their prospect system, so he wouldn't really fit. And if he came back to the Coyotes, let's say tomorrow, I wouldn't even know where to put him in the lineup. And I like what we've done with the team moving forward. Chychrun, if he came back tomorrow, we would have a spot for him. Irreplaceable. So for that fact, I'll put Chychrun over Garland. Then it should be the semifinals or something cool. Yeah. We'll zoom in here. Keller or Domi? You got the face of the franchise versus the new face of the franchise. You got to go with Domi here. I think, yeah, for sure moving forward, Keller is going to be the new Domi. But I think Domi, in the past decades, done more for the team on and off the ice for the Coyotes. Then we have Mike Smith and Chychrun. Go with Mike Smith here. Wow. So maybe it was obvious who would win here. It's Shane Domi. Shane Domi, the greatest Coyote in the past decade. Being out Mike Smith in the finals. I would say Clayton Keller is third place. Chychrun, fourth. Who would be fifth? Garland? Kemper would be fifth. So you got Domi, Smith, Keller, Chychrun, and Kemper. Top 5 Coyotes in the past decade. That ends the series. Moving forward, it's going to be September. We got the rookie tournament in 2 weeks. We got Australia in 3 weeks. It's back to hockey, folks. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.